a todos, yo soy Jorge Roy, bienvenidos a un nuevo programa de CdeCine. Como verán, se trata de un programa muy especial porque nos vinimos hasta la ciudad de Nueva York para formar parte del estreno de una de las películas más aterradoras del año, Un Lugar En Silencio. Durante el programa de hoy vamos a conversar con sus protagonistas, John Krasinski y Emily Blunt, y también les contaremos todos los detalles sobre esta película. Por eso ponemos a su disposición nuestras redes sociales, @CdeCine, @PisoGB en Twitter y en Instagram, y mis redes personales, @MrRoy, utilizando la etiqueta numeral CdeCine en silencio. Para comenzar nuestro programa, vamos a ver de qué se trata esta aterradora historia de Un Lugar en Silencio.
Se trata de una invasión masiva y devastación total.
Un Lugar en Silencio sigue a una familia que vive en una granja de Estados Unidos, aislada de la civilización. Todo lo hacen en silencio, utilizan el lenguaje de signos para comunicarse y ponen mucho cuidado en que no se escuche ni el más mínimo ruido. La única regla en este mundo apocalíptico es: si te oyen, te cazan. Es por eso que esta familia deberá suprimir hasta el más mínimo sonido de sus vidas para así evitar ser atacados por unas misteriosas criaturas. Cinta, que ha sido catalogada por los críticos como el film más aterrador del 2018, cuenta como parte de su elenco con la actuación de dos jóvenes estrellas que prometen conquistar a Hollywood: Noah Jupe, a quien hemos visto en cintas como Suburbicon y Wonder, y la revelación de esta cinta, Millicent Simmons. Dejemos que ellos mismos nos cuenten sus experiencias filmando esta aterradora historia. Hi guys, you are amazing on this film.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you, after you watched the film for the first time, didn't you guys have like nightmares? Because I was literally covering my eyes and my ears at the same time the whole film.
Yeah, that's what I was like too. But I actually wasn't at that point of nightmares because I kind of knew what was happening. But it definitely it shocked me how scary it was.
How about you, Millie?
Oh, for me, yes. It kept me awake all night, but not out of fear. I was up all night because I was so happy. I couldn't believe the vision that I saw on the screen. We've been working so long for that to come to fruition. It's amazing.
Actually, I'm like the clumsiest person in the world, so I would have died in the first second of the film. So I wanted to ask you, was it difficult to do a performance so detailed, so quiet and so calm?
Yeah, it was hard to grasp that because we only had 2 months 2 weeks even to get into that mode that we've been living for 3 years. Well, our characters have been living for 3 years, so it was kind of tricky to not make any sound wherever you're going, and it was quite a challenge.
And for you?
I would have died instantly, I think, if I were in that world. I mean, yeah, there you were. I'd be dead just from that. It was really, it was a challenge to be quiet when you feel fear, because your impulse is you want to scream, right? You want to gasp something that makes sounds, and in this world you can't. You have to be completely silent. You can't run. You have to be mindful all the time of not making noise.
And you both guys were so real and so convincing with the fear. And since the creatures are not on set, what did you guys use as your substitution for fear,
Well, we saw pictures of a creature that we thought was what it would look like, which is actually nothing like the creature now.
Okay.
But yeah, just imagining that in the same room as us kind of worked for me.
Okay.
And they also had a cardboard cutout of the creature that they would hold in different places, so we could get an idea of what it looked like and react to that.
And how were working with John and Emily as your parents, your fake parents, for a couple of months?
They were the loveliest people. They were individually incredible actors, and just to look up to them, they taught us so much. But also, we didn't really have to look up to them because they were on the same par as us. So they were always asking what we thought of the scene, and Millie taught us sign language, and so we all taught each other different things. And it was really fun, and also them together as a couple they had such a strong connection, and it was amazing to see how they knew exactly what each other wanted, and that actually speeded up the process much faster which was really good.
Yes, couldn't have been any better.
And Millie, since this movie takes like the story from a lot of time from your perspective as an actress, how does it feel for you to have like this platform to show like your world?
It's yes, it's amazing because you know it shows that I think it shows people that if you're even deaf people could die, right? Even if people think we live in a silent world, but in this world you could also die. And I hope that this film shows people that it inspires others to be actors, to be writers, that there are many ways to be in the film industry. And many people think that these are unattainable dreams, but they're not. If you work hard, it can happen for anyone.
And last, in Venezuela, we're a huge fan of horror films. Could you invite them not to miss this movie? Because I know they're going to love them.
Yeah, definitely don't miss this movie because it's not only an amazing horror film, but an amazing drama film, it's like a mixture between a load of different genres, and it creates this kind of own genre, and it has a lot of meaning behind it, and it's a real roller coaster. And please don't buy any popcorn for this movie because you won't eat it, trust me.
That's true. That's true.
It's a story, not only a horror story. There is an apocalypse and invasion, but it's really a story that includes romance, drama, family bonds, and I think it's a story that's told in a whole new way. It's a different kind of a horror story, and I think it's a story that we will all remember. I think it's a very cool story. Come see it.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Have
much.
a nice day.